Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube numerology segment, I am going to be talking about master number 33 in numerology, the life path number 33. And excuse me, the thing about a life path number 33, I mean, it is a master number. A person may reach very high attainments. It's very distinct and unique because not many people have it. It's fairly rare to have this number. The first thing I want to talk about as far as numerology numbers go, they could be seen by many as really like intrinsic numbers. I don't see a numerology, a life path number, superseding an astrological chart in terms of its significance, but because an astrological chart is comprised of many different proponents, but when you look at a life path number, that is just one of many components in a numerology chart. But a life path number can have certain significance. The number 33 can be actually rather complex because it's not only, I mean, it's a master number. It's really an amalgamation of a few different energies. I mean, you have the life path number 3, really times 2, so you're getting like really a double dose of the communicative ability and prowess with this number. And you also have 33 plus 3 is 6, so you have like a little blending of the 6 in that. Be very service oriented. A person that has the master number 33, they could be a person that might be able to incorporate communication skills with service oriented skills, such as being like a tech support for your computer, or somebody that could be customer service, because customer service obviously, I mean, can require certain communicative ability, being able to speak and articulate matters well, and being of service at the same time. Now, somebody with master number 33 might feel like they're on, some kind of global mission, like they it's kind of like it could be the save the world syndrome. It seems to me that it has some Pisces energy. Now it has, because Pisces is kind of like that save the world, save the globe kind of outlook and philosophy. What people have to be remember, if they have if they have this life path number 33, is that the thing is that they could really be beneficial to others. They could be about altruism, being very benevolent, self-sacrificing, but they don't want it to get to a point where they're, like, say, enabling a person. They might be this kind of person can be somebody that has unbridled compassion, and somebody that likes to really help those that are less fortunate than themselves, such as the impoverished, the homeless, the hungry, or the oppressed. But it's also something to, again, going back to the enabling thing, they don't want it to do something unwittingly where they might be exacerbating somebody's situation and not letting them be able to help themselves. Or what could happen is, I mean, a person, if you're enabling somebody and say they're in a situation where they're not working, they could take advantage of somebody that has this number and just stay at home and loaf, or stay at your place and not move on with their life. So if you're helping somebody that's less fortunate than yourself, life path number 33, just keep this in mind. You could have a good, kind disposition, but at the same time, don't allow it to where you become overly passive or weak-willed and not being able to stand up to these people that that could actually be using you. So those are some ways that this can manifest. And again, it's important to look at your astrological chart as well, as this could modify this life path number 33 influence to some degree, because life path number 33 seems to have, again, it does seem to have like a very strong Pisces type influence in it. But it can be somebody that could be strongly about servicing other people, doing things a lot for others, very philanthropic, very self-sacrificing, and again has that save the world kind of mentality, doing things often perhaps on a global level, and maybe sacrificing even some of their own self-centered interests. But when you look at an astrological chart and say if you have a strong preponderance of energy in Pisces, the 12th house, or even the 4th quadrant of your chart, which of course the 4th quadrant are houses 10, 11, and 12, you can be more very humanitarian and have things on do things more for the global efforts. or if you have a lot of say you have a lot of astrological energy in those in the signs Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, which of course correspond with the 10th, 11th, and 12th house in astrology. This could reaffirm and confer a lot of this energy as far as the life path number 33 description goes. But let's say you have a lot of planetary energy, say in that first quadrant, in the first, second, and third house, and or astrological energy, a preponderance of it in Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Those can be to me, that could modify this influence a little, because that energy is often more about me. If you have a preponderance of planets in that first quadrant, it could be very egocentric. It could be somewhat self-centered. I have a number of my planets in the first quadrant, which of course is our houses 1, 2, and 3. I have some energy in the 12th, so I believe that helps modify things a little bit. I don't think I'm all about self-serving and just doing things for myself. I do believe I have some compassion and self-sacrificing energy. But anyway, going back to the life path number 33, this is a person that might have very good, might have some, be able to be visionary, and somebody, again, that could be very, you're talking about a person, when you're talking about 33, breaking it down again, it's the number 3 2 times, and it also equals number 6. And this could be, what makes this very powerful is that you have a lot of different energy in this number, and this person can be very capable of monumental attainments if they could just make sure that they're focusing on what needs to be done on a very high level. And this is somebody that's not necessarily about personal glory and adulation and accolades and recognition or what have you, and really about building their stat sheet up, so to speak, in terms of their accomplishments. They are a person that wants to do things often on a humanitarian level, on things that are for humanity, not for self-centered reasons, but doing things for the better of others. And it's a person that would probably, might actually flourish in some kind of behind-the-scenes activity, and in a situation where they're not always getting credit for what they're actually doing. They really want to do it, a lot of things, I think, more, by lack of better words, covertly, or doing things more discreetly, where they're not really getting a lot of attention. It could be the person, just in a very simple example, going online and making some contribution to some charitable contribution without their name necessarily being divulged. Something that, their name going out anonymously. It's the person that would save people, but not necessarily want their name in the paper in doing so. It's a person that would save somebody maybe from drowning, but not want to be necessarily recognized for it, because they're doing their acts of altruism, their acts of compassion are often going to be done because they just feel it's something that they need to do. That was their calling. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube numerology segment for my take on the life path number 33 in numerology. And until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.